Welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to share with you this project that I created for In Love Art Shop. And I will leave a link down below for a coupon code, but I created this flower cart memory decks to hold some of the flowers that I used, or I created, I should say, with a die set that I had gotten from them. And I wanted to show you the versatility of this die set. So right here is the die set. I'll show it to you a little more. But mainly all I did was use this one right here. And you're going to be amazed at how many different flowers I did using just one die. So for the flower cart memory decks, I used Cartabella's Springtime collection. It's an old favorite of mine, and I really liked the French look with the black and white stripes. And then I did some pom-pom trim and crocheted trim to bring the awning down a little bit. I did a floral cluster over here along with a handmade bow. And let me see, this cluster right here, I believe I put that, no, I didn't put it on a rosette. It's just a paper strip along with, this is a digital collection of mine. So I printed all of these out and cut them on my Cricut. Memory decks stands by itself, but I made sure to cut out the wheels for it. And I still put in a couple of little straws for the legs in the front, but all of it lines up with the memory deck's card bottom, so it stands really nicely on its own. The box I handmade, and then I created a digital file in Cricut for the base of the memory decks, and I cut the wheels from an access file as well. And if you flip the box, so I have a little bow right here that I cut on my Cricut as well. This is once again a little piece of ephemera from the collection that I printed out on Cricut, and I did another bow over here. But inside, and I'll switch camera angles now. As I was saying earlier, this is the die set that I had used. I concentrated mainly on this right here. I did use some of the leaves in a few other projects. I have cut this out. I haven't tried this one yet, and I did use this for some embellishments. And I just put I die cut something like that and then put the flower on there along with some fun layering and everything. But for these flowers, I cut, each of the flowers has at least 2 or 3 layers to it. And some of them have stamens, other ones I used some of these foam balls from Dollar Tree. This is some of the pattern paper from the collection, and you can see how different it looks when you're crumpling and wrinkling the papers. Obviously this is the same die, but you know, when you're crumpling and wrinkling, you get a completely different look. And I just spritz mine with a little bit of water before I crumple it and set it to the side to let it dry. And when it's dry, I will unwrap and kind of smooth out some of the crinkles while pushing down on like a piece of foam to help cup it and give it some shape, if that makes sense. But this one, I had cut out the die, and then I used a punch to create these little shaped petals on the end, and it makes it look like a completely different die. So as you can see, I do a lot of texture and embossing on my flowers to give it, you know, that wrinkled petal feel to an actual flower. And I always try to use a set of tweezers and pull the edges of the flower over, and I think it gives it, you know, a completely different feel. You know, just to compare the two of these, it has a completely different look to it. But before you go, I wanted to share one last project that I created with In Love Art Shop. I debuted this on Instagram a little while ago, but I did want to show a little more detailed look at the tag flip that I created. And I had used this heart tag die, which I have shown in another video, but I used that to create the multiple layers of the tag flip. So I had done each side twice to create the, let me see, 6 pages of my tag flip. 2, 4, yeah, 6. So the first one is just this cute little XOX on an acrylic base. This is like a polka dot acrylic that I had in my stash. And I had used a crepe paper collection for this Valentine's Day flip. I used Kiss Kiss for this. But next one is one of the small hearts. I did a crepe paper rosette and some ephemera and a die cut from my stash. Lots of ephemera, and this is a digital collection, so I just printed it, and all of the ephemera I cut out with my Cricut. I did some die cuts in here. I did this fun little sequin charm at the base. And once again, more ephemera from the collection. I did the heart tag, has some trim to the side here, some pom-pom trim to give it a fun texture. And this one has some gold thread, of course the ephemera. This heart is a Maggie Holmes embellishment from a few years back. And I did some tulle backing, and once again some more pom-pom trim for this one. And then the last one is this cute little fox. Somebody had sent me this rosette. I can't remember who it was. Thank you. Give you a shout out if I could remember. Sorry, I'm terrible with that. And I have a mini bow here, along with a little lip charm that I had in my stash. But thank you for watching, and head on over to In Love Art Shop and check out some of the amazing selections of dies and other fun things that you can find there. But I will catch you in the next video. Bye!